up, gamers? We're back with another tier list video. Today we're doing a tier list of the influential Renaissance figures. I know y'all have been waiting for this. Super excited. And yeah, let's just get into it. All right. So first up, we got Leonardo da Vinci. Now Leonardo da Vinci here is an artist, scientist, and inventor. He's the artist of the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, and like some other stuff. Unfortunately, it took him like 4 years to paint everything. Like, he was slow. So he's going D tier. Alright, so next up we got these three. Edmund Spenser, who's an English poet, set out to provide England with some poetry, quality poetry. Wrote Fairy Queen. And then Johannes Kepler, Renaissance scientist who created some laws of planetary motion, got a space telescope named after him, so that's kind of cool. And then Mr. Francis Bacon over here. He's best known for his science. Father of empiricism based on his advances in scientific method. He's a philosopher and statesman. Now, unfortunately, all of these gonna have to go F tier. This dumb looking thing they're wearing around their neck looks like it's from the Met Gala. It's so dumb. Like, why? Why would you wear that? And next up is Galileo. He's best known for being in that one Queen song. He was a scientist. He created the first modern telescope. Pretty good. We'll put him B tier. And next is Michelangelo. He is a big-time artist in the Renaissance. He sculpted, painted, architected. His coolest works were his sculpture of David and his painting of the Sistine Chapel. It's just that, like, nothing really differentiates him from like the other Ninja Turtles. So, C tier. All right, and next up is Niccolo Machiavelli. He's an Italian writer slash historian. He was very political and wrote his greatest work, The Prince, with the intention to expose the current political system. He developed his own political branch based on mostly humanist values. Unfortunately, I don't know, seems kind of basic, kind of weird looking. C tier. All right, next up we got Shakespeare. Often considered the greatest poet and playwright of all time. His most famous works include Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet. Now, unfortunately, his stuff it's just unreadable. You need entire sites to be able to decipher what he's trying to say. It's almost gibberish. And just for that, we're putting him with Da Vinci in the D tier. All right, next up is Martin Luther. He's heavily involved in the church and rejected many of their ideas. He's also known for his composing work on stuff like A Mighty Fortress Is Our God. And he kind of looks like that guy from Holmes and Watson, which is the greatest movie of all time. And just for that, he's going to go S tier. And last, but certainly not least, but also kinda, is Thomas More. He was an Irish poet, songwriter, and entertainer. He was seen as a social philosopher and humanist, and wrote his ideal political system, Utopia. It's basic. I'm gonna put him C tier. And finally, we got James Charles, who's known for everything, and I think for that, he belongs right here in the Supreme Sister Golden Double S tier. And that concludes today's tier list video. Leave a like if you thought that was epic. Subscribe and leave a like on the comments of what you think is going to happen next time. And I'll tell you next time. See you in the morning.